back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail. When I first started the channel, if you remember, I was in a 6-bay shop. 3 bays had post lifts. I had 2 snap-on lifts and also a set of quick jacks. When I moved into the little smaller, cozier shop here, I made the decision to grab one of the snap-on lifts and never really worked out. Just sat way too high for the lower profile vehicles. So I ordered a set of 5,000-pound quick jacks. It's the BL-5000SLX model to be exact. The tools you're going to need: 3 quarts of the Valvoline ATF, excuse me, a set of hex keys, a valve stem tightener, a few wrenches, an adjustable wrench, and also some thread lock. The first thing you want to do here is remove the caps on the side of the cylinders on each leg. I want to show you pulling the quick jack setup out of the box, setting it up, bleeding it, getting it ready to lift the car, what the process is like. So the first thing we want to do is pull the cap out of the cylinders on each leg. And in a box, you're going to have 2 elbows. You're going to have a few male and female quick disconnects for the hoses. You want to pull the plugs out of the cylinders and insert the elbows. The elbows will have 2 sets of threads, one with an O-ring. The O-ring is the side that goes into the cylinder. The next step is to grab the thread lock. You can use this or Teflon tape. And we want to get the threads treated on the elbows because we're next going to grab the short set of hoses and attach them. On the other end of that short hose, we're going to attach a male quick disconnect. This will be to lock together all of the hoses, the short hoses to the long hoses, which then in turn go to the pump itself, and everything can quickly be disconnected and hung up on the wall. I'll show you that at the end of the video. With that complete, we can fish it in, through, and under the back of the lift. The next thing we want to do is fill both air cylinders to between 40 and 50 pounds. Listen for air leaks, and if you hear a hiss, it could be the valve stem. Tighten it up, insert the cap, and move on. Next, we have female quick disconnects that we have to attach to the longer hoses. Yes, more thread lock. Very good. With both left and right frame complete, we can move on to the power unit. Remove the caps, and starting with the bottom one, we're going to insert the female quick disconnect. Follow that up with the top one and tighten it down. Next, remove the fill cap on top of the reservoir and grab your Valvoline ATF, a little over 2 quarts. You want to fill till it's about a ½ inch from the bottom of the fill cap. Okay, now we want to connect all of the hoses and plug those into the power unit and plug the power unit in. Elevate the end that's closest to the cylinders, lift it up by stacking 3 blocks on top of each other. Hop on over to the power unit remote control and start to lift. You're going to notice it's going to be chattery at first. That's because we have to work out some air from the cylinders. Raise the lift to the first lock position and then lower it back down and do that 3 times. Now we can walk over to the cylinders and there is a bleeder valve. Grab your Allen key, loosen the bleeder valve till you hear a hiss. That will let the air escape. Let it escape until a little bit of fluid starts to run out. We have a microfiber there to catch any fluid, and then we're just going to tighten it right back up again. The next step, we'll hold the raise button for about 2 seconds and the lift will go up about 4 or 5 inches. Stop it right there, go over and bleed the system one more time. This will pretty much have fixed the chattering as the lift goes up and down. It's not going to stop it altogether because when the weight of the vehicle is on the lift, it'll run nice and smooth. So if you're satisfied, we're done with the bleeding process. If it's really chattery as you're going up and down, you can repeat that bleeding process as many times as it's needed until all air has been removed. The next step is to test it with weight. So we have a little 74 BMW 2002. Let's get it up off the ground. There are 2 lock positions. I take it up past the first lock position, lift up the leg on both sides, and that will keep it from locking, so I can leave it right back down onto the ground again and check for leaks at all of the hose connections. When you're satisfied there are no leaks, you can grab the wall mounts, secure them, and you have a nice cozy place for your quick jacks. Hope that helps, guys. If you're looking for something similar, they have quite a few different models to choose from. At least you know the process. You'll have to go through taking them out of the box, setting them up, and getting them ready to use.